Hi Aquarius, here's a general look at your solar chart for October 2009. Well, I think this is going to be a practical sort of a month, but a very expansive sort of a month. So you'll be working hard at the practicalities at times and sort of rolling up your sleeves and getting on with the work, up until the 17th, that is. But also it's a time for you to broaden your horizons, to be enthusiastic, maybe to launch into new projects or new fields of interest. So there'll be work involved, but there's rewards there as well. Another possible way for the energy to work is you may be traveling. But from time to time you're performing, you're performing a service for somebody, or you're working for somebody, sort of on a work exchange thing maybe. That can be the way that works. Also, your relationships look pretty hot. Actually, the potential is that they can be, but we never know exactly until we see somebody's individual birth time and look at their personal chart. But in general, the potential there for that one, yes, for many of you who are in the market, there could be a strong love interest there and a feeling of support, emotional support coming from somebody, and of pulling together with somebody. That's up until mid-month. So on the heart level, things look pretty good. And also on the financial level, if you want to apply for funds, or somebody owes you something, you're likely to get it back then, or maybe you get some kind of a windfall. That may not be money, it could be, but it might not be. It might be resources. So somebody lends you something that you need, or provides a space, or gives you their expertise, their advice. It can work in any of those sorts of ways. Maybe you need to get confidential advice. Maybe somebody comes to you for advice. It can be working like that. Also, health matters, your own or somebody else's. There is more of an awareness of that up until the 17th. And maybe you are keener to adapt a more sensible regime where health is concerned, health and exercise is concerned. There could be somebody around who's providing a good service for you, like a mechanic or hairdresser or a tattooist, whatever your preference is. But I think you'll be learning a lot, you see, and feeling quite expansive, feeling really in a way quite enthusiastic about things. And yes, so that's all good. Now then, you are still in a long cycle of experimentation and reform in the area of your finances and your material security, Aquarius. So nothing can really be pinned down and consolidated yet. Definitely the best idea is to go with the flow and just to be alert to what's new on the block. Getting into something maybe unconventional or unusual in order to put pennies in the piggy bank, that might be no bad idea. This month, anything business orientated could go well, as long as you avoid the 8th or the 14th of the month, when the energy is a bit heavier then. Now when Mars moves on the 17th, then there is this long cycle that begins. It's many months when partnerships will really be important, really be strongly highlighted. Teamwork, collaboration. This is a marriage transit for some of you, or at least a strong bonding influence. So partnership, and it's likely to last into the middle of next year. Or maybe you'll be working intensely one-to-one with somebody, or a variety of people. Definitely is going to be time when you find somebody with whom you can click in some way, somebody that you maybe have a rapport with and get on well with. On the flip side of the coin though, Mars's feisty sort of aggressive nature might pull aggression and feistiness and bossiness towards you from somebody else. So if this is in a long-term relationship, well, then you just need to sit down and put it on the table and thresh it out between you and talk about it. If it's coming from some sort of outside agency, then once again, I suppose, you know, the same sort of thing whenever you can. But you may find yourself disagreeing from time to time, and this kind of tension is good because you can learn from that. But definitely from the 17th, the time when you will be doing more with, I think, you know, in company with another person, or working more with another person. And there's going to be a strong energy exchange between you. And, you know, this person could be quite an ally or a buddy for you. Now, you will find that compromise is probably the most creative solution from time to time. Also, this energy can manifest through other scenarios, like you are, if you are in education, for instance, then you are learning a lot from one particular other person. Or if you are working on a project, then you have one particular sort of sidekick who is really helping, or who is in fact being obstructive and demanding at times. But once again, it's something for you to learn from and to sort out over the coming months. It's not going to all happen, you know, in a very short space of time. So it's quite spread out over a long time. And from the middle of the month, I think you're going to be really enjoying your surroundings as well. This is for a shorter period, just a few weeks. And you'll be enjoying your environment and people from that environment, and maybe something about the culture or the language. Or it just could be that somebody blows a breath of fresh air into your life because they have a very different take on things. Now, the new moon on the 18th, that signals change related to education and travel, and comes in there just before Saturn moves in there for a couple of years or more. And this will be an area of growth for you, and this will be a time for you to put your ideologies and dreams and fantasies to work, to see if to apply them in actual situations, and to maybe some of those dreams will get cut down to size, but maybe also they will manifest into some kind of solid expression of your ability, your knowledge, and your talent. Well, that's it for October. If you know your rising sign, have a listen to that too.